Oh, what that? Oh, what's that? Is that a picnic blanket in the distance, in the dark? Oh, oh. Is Picnic Man again? Are you wearing the same, picnic blanket again, man? Oh, I am, folks. Hey, man, I might be wearing the same picnic blanket, but that was like several days ago, okay? So, anyway, folks, how are you doing on this lovely... Make sure the doors are closed. How are you folks doing on this lovely Monday night? We got a whole bunch of rain here. I think it's like past 7 o'clock. Got off work, just doing a little bit of driving around, feeling a little restless, a little excited for how work ended. And, it's kind of gory. Well, nice, rainy, soggy weather, so I kind of wanted to enjoy it a little bit. So I'm driving around, just found some place with a big-ass parking lot, and parked way at the edge of it. And, of course, like other things in life, you think you're going to have your escape from other people. No matter how far you go, to what ends of the earth you go, folks, they'll find you. It's mostly because there's some random dude walking around this part of the parking lot back and forth. Just like, oh, it's not security or anything. It's, I think, some dude walking with a pair of dumbbells. Like in weird, like... I don't know, whatever. Alright, that's why I locked my door. But anyway, folks. Anyway, folks, it is... Let's see. Oh yeah, show off that sausage, man. Alright. It basically looks like from here, it looks like 2 Amazon Alexas, or even some fucking shake weights. Alright, anyway, folks, how are you? Is everything? Oh, damn, can you see that? It's a beautiful background. I wish this camera could pick it up, but I guess it's probably too dark, so. But anyway, folks, how are you doing on this lovely Monday night? It is day 10 of NOFAP. And day 3 of low carb and no alcohol. Not gonna lie, folks. Not gonna lie. I don't know if it's, I think maybe it's the alcohol and the carbs in general. It's hitting me pretty, I'm feeling it tonight. I am feeling it tonight. But I know that I cannot give in, so I will not. But it's hitting me a lot more than the NOFAP, to be honest. Oh, but I must, and I will overcome, folks. I can overcome. Oh, yeah, I bet you want. I know I can do it, so. This is usually the point where, like, if I can get past, like, day 3, 4... 5, sort of that early first week period, usually from then on it's much easier for me. So I know I can do it. I know I can do it, folks. So, this video is probably going to be a little bit more depressing than I initially thought. Or not depressing a lot so much as, like, cold hard truth about my situation. But I guess I might as well start off with something of a good note. I do apologize. I'm not even sure what title I'll give this video, but this is not me picking up any women or anything. This actually happened at work. This is one of those, like, finishing my shift off, somebody, like, asked me to watch his desk because he was going to go back and just go check something. And then in walk 2 cuties, one of which I've seen before here. But I'll go to get into that. It's one of those things where you're like, God damn, man, I really wish that I was recording the interaction somehow. And I'm not, I mean, obviously I'm not going to do that at work, so not like hearing the sound of voices that you're like, oh shit, is it them? Like, no, you're not even near work anymore. What the hell are you? You don't, calm down, picnic man. Just because it's the sound of women doesn't mean that it's those two. What the fuck? I think it's some damn kids or something. I don't know. But anyway, it was one of those things where you're like, oh damn, I wish, man, I really wish the interaction was recorded for posterity somehow. It was like this. It's one of those things, if you heard how I handled the situation, you'd almost think like, God damn, this dude is not that weird. It's, two ladies walk in, and one of which I've seen before, and just kind of like, oh, we're looking for a couple of movies, blah, blah, blah. And, I mean, I'm not going to go into every... She said this, and I said that. It was just very, you handle it with ease. You handle it with ease. I think they were both maybe just a little bit tipsy. Sounded like they maybe came from a bar or something, or I don't know. Decided they wanted to get some movies late night from the library. Came in a little tipsy, not drunk, and you can kind of pick up on that vibe of... I think I already joked around with the one, and the friend was... on that same level, so you're able to easily snap into it and just kind of like, they're not weirding you out and you're not weirding them out, and it just goes nice and smooth. Damn, her name, there's two of them. One is this cute blonde girl with, I think, these big green eyes. Oh yeah, Brianna. The other one, I think, was Jazzy. I forget what nickname she gave. The Brianna, that one, she just kept calling me Jorge, like, oh, sad. She was in that sort of playful mood, huh? Oh, and I acquiesced. I had a little fun. Had a little bit of fun myself, the other friend was black, so black and white, it's like, oh, it's like a buffet of colors. No, I'm kidding. No, the other one was, I remember her, the blonde one, I definitely remember her from before, so it was, yeah. Went well, though, folks, it went well. Made them both laugh, especially the blonde one and all that. It's just, I didn't know if I should have asked for a number, or maybe it was just too... So I'm not going to think about it. Just think about it. I've seen her before. Maybe I'll see her again. Maybe, they went home tonight and they're both watching whatever movie and they're thinking of old Georgie boy. We should go back and ask for his number or something. I don't know, but went well. It was just a good sort of interaction of talking to women, when they come to you, so to speak, even though it wasn't like, oh, look at that chat over there. So, shook both of their hands and all that. We hope to do this again or something, the one said. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. It was one of those in the back. It went on for a little while, the conversation, but I just didn't know if I should have, with two of them there, and they're both kind of tipsy a little bit, or I think actually not both. I think the blonde one was. The other one must have been the designated driver. and at work and all that. I don't know, folks. That's the part that I was uncertain about, because kept talking with her a little bit and this and that, and it was sort of in the back of your head. You're like, should I, is it going to be too weird if I'm like, give me your number? That's all right, folks. I'm not terribly not like heartbroken over that or anything. It was just a good little interaction of chatting up the ladies. Maybe I'll see Brianna again. Damn, she is cute. I'm sure there's going to be the numerous comments of, well, you should have asked her out, you should have this, but yeah, it's alright, folks. You're not the first, and it won't be the last. Did the NOFAP help? I don't know, folks. I don't know, but like I said, it's one of those things where you're like, damn, man, it's good to talk to some women, It's good to talk to some women, make them laugh, and women who are attractive too, not just women who are attractive and you got that vibe going, that it's just good. It's this thing of like, oh, so this is what it must be like for Chads or something like that. This is what it must be like for Chads. Yeah, I can hear a joke now. The virgin, this has a lot of meta humor in it, folks. So get ready for this one. Yeah, they probably went to get some movies and then went back home to bang their Chad boyfriend. So it's the virgin movie provider versus the Chad tipsy girlfriend banger, right? It was nice, folks. It was really nice. Yeah, so that's what it feels like, huh? To have an at-length little interaction with some attractive women. What a good way to end the day at work, man. That was nice. That was very nice. Yeah. So what else was I going to talk about, folks? What else was I going to talk about? It was going to be something along the lines of I went, was it Sunday night? I don't know, it was kind of cold. I mean, it's always sort of cold now, but it's cold out. You're like, I don't know, don't really want to do a whole lot, but of course there's that side of you again of like, oh, let me go out to some stores and see if I see any cuties, and you just sort of realize how foolish it is. And I was at the grocery store getting something, sort of hanging out outside a little bit. You have that feel like, oh God, now I'm like one of those fucking weirdos milling around at the front of the grocery store just like looking at people. But I did see a couple of girls. This one sort of curvy brunette and this sort of tall blonde girl. But you kind of, I didn't look at him with like lust in my eyes or anything like that. You kind of looked at him in a different way of, the overall package of like, I know this is all, are you lopping now? The overall package of like, oh, you date this girl, have a family, blah, 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 past the whole sex thing. And, it sort of hits you that you're not really in a place to provide. In your current situation, you're not in a place to really provide anything for a woman like that. Past this whole, oh, you just get him to fuck him, whatever. But, it'd be nice to have a relationship and all that stuff. And in your current situation, what is it going to be? And Psych Out sort of brought it up. And I was talking about this one really attractive Georgian girl I saw at work. It was just like, yeah, this really attractive girl is going to go for, and even this one or whatever that I saw, maybe too, it's like, she's going to go for the sort of out of shape virgin. Well, not that matters so much. Yeah, she's going to go for the out of shape dude who's 32, who lives with his parents and gets drunk and plays video games. That's the reality of it. And some people might be all like, yeah, no, you just got to think you're hot shit and all that. Well, I am not in a position to really provide. To be an eligible suitor, folks. An eligible suitor that can really have a relationship with a woman and provide something for her and start a family and all that. You're 32, out of shape, living with your parents, got a dead-end job, and sitting in your room getting drunk and playing video games. There you go. What a provider there. I'm definitely starting to work on some of that, and I'm not poo-pooing live streaming Silent Hill, folks, so don't think that, but yeah. Gonna have to become, well, it's women are only for fucking. Man, that's all it is. I don't know. I think that's dumb, folks. Yeah, you only have a view of like, well, you think women are Disney princesses or something. No, but surely it can't be that awful, folks. Surely it can't be that awful. Surely there must still be women out there who value a good relationship and all that, or that you can build something with. And it's nice to fantasize and think about sex here and there, but I think at the end of the day what we all want is definitely a relationship. Definitely a relationship, folks. Just sort of feels like we have nothing to provide the other person, right? Well, don't put yourself down. Don't this, don't that. You just gotta think. Yeah, well, if it wasn't the case, folks, we wouldn't be fucking single. And these people who are like, oh, women are just sluts, you should just fuck them, that's it. I think these MGTOWs, like, man, I think MGTOW is a delusion, folks. Yeah, fuck women, I just can be alone, I don't need women, I don't need a girlfriend. Are any of these people who say that actually, like, get that much women, or is it like, the first time one of them gets a girlfriend, suddenly it's like, oh, I don't really know where I'm going with that, but surely, folks, they must not all be, they're all sluts, they're all this. Maybe I'm wrong, maybe it's all bullshit, maybe this or that, but gotta have some hope, folks, that there's some good ones out there, blah, 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 that you can have a relationship, folks, and start a family and all that stuff. But you must also be in a position where you could sort of provide that too, not just, oh, I'm depressed and don't like anything and not really pleasant to look at and like to do a bunch of dumb, destructive shit in my own way with my time. Oh, man. Yeah, it was a nice little interaction, man. It completely skewered what this video was going to be about, I guess, too. Should I, folks? Should I not have? I mean, there's two of them there, and they were they were both, I mean, I don't know, when they're friends like that, can you get away with just asking the one or whoever? It's alright, folks. I'm not going to let it, I'm not going to, it's not like I can turn back time and, do it again, but I'll just consider it as a victory in that, there's these two attractive girls, especially that one that I like, that blonde Brianna. Damn. It wasn't like, I'm sure in a previous state, folks, in a previous state of how I used to be, I would have been absolutely scared and just a complete mess talking to them, but I was actually surprised at how well I handled the interaction. For what it's worth, for what it's worth, they're at home and they watch whatever movie the fuck I already forgot. I got them. Maybe it's maybe they're thinking of old Georgie boy. Maybe they're thinking of old Georgie boy. And who knows, maybe they're actually really awful people, and who really cares, right? It's just more and more getting a taste of things that you have never had for so long, that it's a very strange, new, incredible feeling, whether it's like the approaching a woman and just telling her she's pretty, or the talking to some attractive women for a length of time and all that. It's like, so this is that good feeling, that good scary feeling, whatever the fuck it is, that has not been in my life ever. So that's what it is, huh? Anyway, folks, the work continues. One day at a time. One day at a time. Day 10 of NOFAP. It'll turn into day 100 easily. It just got to stick to it. One day at a time, folks. One day at a time. And the stopping alcohol and the low-carb diet so I can finally start losing some fucking weight. And both feel better. And let's be honest, folks. It's not just for you. Oh, yeah, fuck women. I only want to, I want to be healthy for me or whatever. Well, let's be honest, folks. If a lot of what we also do is for the opposite sex. Or if you're whatever. It's day 3 of, like I said, of low carb, no alcohol, blah, blah. Whatever it is, folks, one day at a time. One day at a time, we'll sort of get there. It's just not like, I finished work, whatever, who cares? I'll just get drunk again, and I'll start another time, right? How long can we keep saying that, man? How long can we keep saying tomorrow? Well, I'll be thinking of you tonight, Brianna. Good night, folks.